Hey everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're tackling a universal favorite, pizza. And I'm not talking about delivery. We're making a delicious, crispy, chewy, absolutely irresistible pizza from scratch. And trust me, it's way easier than you think. Forget all those complicated recipes. I'm going to show you a simple, no-fail method that will make you feel like a pro pizzolo in your own home. Ready to create some magic? Let's get started. First up, the heart and soul of any great pizza, the dough. We'll start with about 3½ cups of all-purpose flour in a large bowl. To that, we'll add 1 teaspoon of sugar and 2¼ teaspoons of instant yeast. Just give that a quick whisk to combine everything. Now for our wet ingredients. In a separate cup, I have 1½ cups of warm water, not hot, just warm to the touch. We'll dissolve 1½ teaspoons of salt into the water, then pour it right into our flour mixture, along with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now you can use a stand mixer with a dough hook, but today, I'm going old school. Just use a sturdy spatula or your hands to mix until a shaggy dough forms. Once it comes together, turn it out onto a lightly floured surface. And here comes the fun part: kneading. Knead the dough for about 8 to 10 minutes. You're looking for a smooth, elastic ball. It's a great little workout. Once it's smooth, place the dough in a lightly oiled bowl, cover it, and let it rise in a warm spot for about 1 to 1½ hours, or until it's doubled in size. While our dough is rising, let's make a quick and vibrant tomato sauce. All you need is a can of crushed tomatoes, a couple of cloves of minced garlic, a teaspoon of dried oregano, a pinch of red pepper flakes for a little kick, salt, and pepper. Just mix everything together in a bowl. That's it. No cooking required. Using a raw sauce lets the fresh tomato flavor really shine through when it bakes in the oven. It's a game changer. All right, our dough has beautifully risen. Look at that. Punch it down gently to release the air, then divide it in 2. This recipe makes 2 perfect 12-inch pizzas. Now preheat your oven as high as it will go. I'm talking 500 degrees Fahrenheit or 260 Celsius. If you have a pizza stone or a steel, put it in the oven to heat up. If not, an upside-down baking sheet works wonders. Let's shape our first pizza. On a floured surface, gently press and stretch the dough from the center outwards, leaving a slightly thicker edge for the crust. Try not to use a rolling pin, as stretching by hand keeps those lovely air bubbles in the dough, which will give you a lighter, airier crust. Take your time with it. Gravity is your friend here. Once it's about 12 inches wide, transfer it to a piece of parchment paper. This makes it super easy to slide into the hot oven later. Now for the best part, the toppings. Let your creativity run wild. I'm starting with our fresh tomato sauce, spreading it evenly but leaving a small border for the crust. Next, a generous layer of low-moisture shredded mozzarella. This type of mozzarella melts beautifully without making your pizza soggy. Today, I'm keeping it classic with some pepperoni slices and fresh basil leaves. But feel free to use your favorites: mushrooms, bell peppers, olives, sausage, you name it. It's time for the oven. Carefully slide your pizza, parchment paper and all, onto the preheated pizza stone or baking sheet. Bake for about 10 to 12 minutes, or until the crust is golden brown and the cheese is bubbly and slightly caramelized. The high heat is the secret to getting that perfect crispy on the bottom, chewy on the inside crust. And here it is. Just listen to that crust. Perfectly golden, beautifully melted cheese. The aroma is incredible. Let it cool for just a minute or 2 before slicing into it. It's so worth the effort. You get a pizza that's 1,000 times better than any takeout. Look at that cheese pull. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel inspired to make your own homemade pizza. If you do, let me know in the comments how it turned out and what toppings you used. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more delicious recipes. See you next time.